So, dear ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, I'm Vitaly Mlechin, and I'm very glad to welcome you on the virtual platform of the Russian Center for Science and Culture in Brussels. Today, we will speak about a very important topic. We will speak about education in Russia. This is our project, Russian Education Explained, in which we are telling you about best Russian universities where you can learn. And these universities have programs for foreign students, both in Russian and in English languages. So today we will speak English so that everyone can understand us, because we want you to know that it's possible to learn in Russia. There are many good universities in Russia which offer a very good education of very high quality. So it's definitely worth it to go to Russia to study. And today we will tell you about the Industrial University of Tyumen. I'm very glad to welcome Oksana Platonova, who is head of the Recruitment and Support for International Students Department of the Industrial University of Tyumen. Oksana Alexandrovna, welcome. The floor is yours. We are listening.
Thank you very much, Vitaly. I'm very happy to be here and to have such an opportunity to present my university to the audience of Belgium. And before I start my presentation, I would like to show you a video with our international students where they can show you our city so that you can get an idea of the city and of their study in Tyumen. Okay? So let me show you the video.
Россия самая большая страна в мире. Каждый человек, я думаю, он мечтает сюда приехать. Если учиться, это вообще отлично.
Потому что это большая страна с очень большой историей, и мне интересно ее узнать. Я приехала из Латинской Америки, из Боливии. Я аспирант, учусь на кафедре разработка нефтяных и газовых месторождений. Пишу статьи с помощью руководителя, участвую в конференциях, потому что университет сам дает эту возможность. И я решила город Тюмень, потому что именно в Тюмени много предприятий, которые добывают нефть и газ. Именно в Тюмени можно построить карьеру.
Тюмень очень красивый город. И зимой, конечно, холодно очень, но все равно это прекрасно. Я приехал из Сирии 3 года назад. Всегда сюда на горячие источники ходим. Когда очень холодно, это намного прикольно.
Меня зовут Маслисом Тумба. Я очень люблю работать как модель. Всегда разные образы, красивые одежды, красивые фото. Здесь есть много хороших ресторанов, и я первый раз попробовала квас. Первый раз мне понравилось, а потом после видео я думала, можно я попробую еще раз? И потом я думала, вау. Тюмень — это красивый город. Набережная, как все любят, я тоже люблю набережную.
Например, здесь им остров влюбленных. Мы здесь покуряем с друзьями, разговариваем, там очень весело прошли такое время. У нас есть хороший преподаватель русского языка. Они работали с иностранными студентами больше 10 лет. Поэтому они знают, как работать с иностранными студентами.
Ну, я буду говорить, что русский не так трудно. Научил 5 месяцев. И потом начал разговаривать. И я знаю, что век живи, век учусь. Эту фразу, наверное, это Владимир Ленин сказал. Меня зовут Федерико Доминяко. Я из Ганы, это Западной Африки. А я учусь в Тюмень индустриальный университет на Бурине. Я играю в клуб. Там работаю каждую пятницу, субботу, иногда воскресенье, понедельник, вторник, среда, каждый день. Я не устаю, потому что это хобби. Мне нормально.
Я просто хотел учиться, а папа мне сказал, будет лучше в России, потому что там хорошее образование и так. Мне нравится футбол, потому что мне нравится общаться с друзьями. Когда мы играем, не важно, кто ты, кто он, просто важно, мы команда.
В Тюмени люди очень по-доброму относятся к иностранцам.
Тюмень учиться – это круто, потому что есть хорошее образование, хорошие преподаватели.
Это хороший вуз, опорный вуз.
Тю дадут нас все возможности, чтобы найти себе, получить обучение. И этот город тоже вообще отличное место. Типа, что если ты хочешь делать что-то, у тебя есть возможность сделать. Нет ограничений. Вот так. И здесь есть движуха. И все здесь нормально вообще.
It really was a good video. Thank you very much. But, well, in the beginning, there was this part about this warm springs, warm water, and it was really cold on the video. And I know it's February now. I know that it is cold in Tyumen right now, but is it always that cold in Tyumen? So let's begin with the stereotype. Is it always that cold in Tyumen?
Actually, the average temperature in winter is about 20. So it's not always so cold. Sometimes it is -10, sometimes it's -25, for example. But usually you don't feel like very frosty because the air is very dry. For example, comparatively with Moscow, our air is dry and you don't feel that cold. Because of this, it's not so difficult to breathe because the air is dry.
And yes, what I mean is that there are a lot of people who think that in Russia it is always winter. And in Tyumen, is it always winter?
No, not absolutely. We have a very good summer with about 30 and 35 and we can swim in the river. We go to the river and swim. As you have seen on the video, we can swim even in winter because it's very hot. The temperature in this spring is about 40, 36, 40, and it's very cold. Actually, that's a very unforgettable feeling when you swim in the hot water when the temperature is about 25 minus.
Yeah, it definitely is. So I won't bother you anymore. So please, the presentation of the university.
Okay, so let me move on to the presentation. Okay, as I have already said, we implemented personal training for the fuel and energy complex and other spheres of economy. Our university was established in 1956 and its foundation and further development was closely connected with the development of oil and gas industry in West Siberia. And nowadays the IUT is the acknowledged leader of engineering education in Russia, the flagship university of the Tyumen region. So nowadays at the university there are about 27,000 students at all forms. About 1,400 of them are international students from 42 countries of the world. In the structure of the university there are 8 institutes which offer about 100 programs, bachelor, masters, specialists and PhD. We prepare high qualified specialists and such demanding engineering programs as petroleum engineering, industrial and civil engineering, electrical power engineering, mechanical engineering, applied geology, and many others. For those students who are better at human sciences, we can offer such programs as trading business, service, advertising and public relations, and so on. So you can find programs which you like. To enter a specialist or a bachelor program, because these programs are mainly taught in Russian language, especially bachelor's programs, you have to pass the tests in Russian language, in physics, mathematics, or in social science or history. It depends on the program. And to pass exams in master programs, to enter a master program, you have to pass a test according to the field of studies. At our university, we have 4 master degree programs taught in English language. They are offshore drilling, geosteering, logistics, and advertising, media business. So, and now I would like to tell you about these programs a little bit more. The course of offshore drilling, it's a master program, as I have said. This course develops high level of professional skills in the key areas of well construction on the Arctic shelf and well construction design in the shelf area. The advantages of the programs are the following. So you can, at this program, we have only international leading science and experts teaching in English. The computer simulators helps you to control the well construction process. And of course, the main advantage of this program is the industrial placements. So you can have practice at the enterprises and the platforms of our industrial partners. Geosteering. This course develops high level of professional skills in geological and flow simulation of productive pools. So the advantages are also demonstrated on the screen. So you can train how to build up the trajectory in drilling, and you will be able to use computer simulators to operate the systems of well construction. Advertising and public relations. So this program will give you a wide opportunity to learn advertising management, quantitative research methods, advertising research, marketing communication, and so on. So there is a wide opportunities to use your knowledge in such areas of professional activity as the following: communicating process, techniques and technologies of mass media, and so on. So logistics and chain supply management. So the area of professional activity of this program is organization, planning, management, and technical and commercial operations of transport and transport technological means. So all means of transport will be learned during studying at these programs, and all the opportunities at transport and transport operations. Those students who want to learn Russian language and further continue their study in Russian language programs, so they can enter our preparatory course. The pre-university Russian language course starts either on the 1st of October or on the 1st of February. There are 2 kinds of courses. It's a 1-year course and 6-month course. So students, sorry, to apply for this course, you only need to send us your scan of your passport and the document of your previous education, and we will send you the invitation for visa, and we'll be able to come and learn Russian language at our university. When a student of the preparatory department comes to Russia, the representative from the university meets him at the at the railway station or at the airport and drives him to the hostel, helps to get settled, and at all our students at all institutes as well as at the preparatory department have tutors who help them to adapt much better, to solve any problems they may face. So they will always help them and answer all the questions they have. It will help to make their life at Tyumen and study at the university more comfortable. So, as I have already said, you may see here the documents which we'll need for the admission. So, as for the admission for the main programs, Apart from the passport, you will need your medical certificate and chest X-ray, the medical insurance. It can be made here on arrival in Tyumen, and all the documents should be translated in and notarized and translated into Russian language. So the deadline for the bachelor degree program is the 18th of July, and the deadline for the master degree program is the 10th of August. So all our students have an opportunity to live in one of the 14 comfortable dormitories, which are located not far from the academic buildings. In the rooms for 2 or 3 persons, students have everything necessary for comfortable life. The kitchen areas are equipped with electronic stuffs, with tables where they can cook and feel comfortable. So the laundries are equipped with washing machines, irons, and so on. The dormitory fee is $25 maximum. So, and of course, no one can imagine a university without science. At our university, we have the Center of Prospective Researches and Innovative Inventions, which includes 14 research institutes and laboratories, where students can practice their theoretical knowledge using modern equipment, and scientists carry out scientific researches and which are necessary for the innovative development of the region. And also we get some orders from the industrial enterprises of the Tyumen region, and also this in the laboratories of our university. When students have free time, they can attend different clubs and creative studios. We have about 30 activities at our university, such as singing, dancing, theater, art, fashion, and so on. So we have even our own group of drummers, which is called Drum and Dance. They take part in different Russian competitions, and they look really cool. For the international students, we have the international club, which is called Interclub. It unites students from different nationalities from all over the world. It supports students and helps them to solve any difficulties and helps them to adapt much better. The members of the Interclub organize different competitions. They take part in sports, and dance, singing competitions, and so on. They visit different cities with their presentation of their job at the Interclub. And of course, the brightest spring event of our university is the International Festival of Youth and Students, Generation Without Borders. More than 400 international students from different countries of Russia come to us to spend their time together. This event is held every May, and it lasts 2 days. Students cook together international food, dance, make new friends, and they spend a really cool time together. So our university is the university which proposes the healthy way of life. So at every academic building of our university there is a gym, and as well as at every dormitory. There are sports grounds near the dormitories, and there are about 20 different kinds of sports which students can do. So we have our own hockey, football, basketball, volleyball team, which takes first places in all different competitions, not only Russian but European and even world competitions. So our students are the winners of many competitions such as ski football, hockey, and so on. So our sport complex is one of the largest in Tyumen, and it has its own swimming pool, which is built according to the international standards, and we can even hold different competitions of world level at our swimming pool. And now I would like to give you some short information about our region and about our city. So, as you have understood, our university is located in Tyumen, which is in Tyumen region. Actually, Tyumen region is in the West Siberia. It's in the heart of West Siberia. So, and our region is the first in Russian Federation for gross industrial output. About 90% of Russian gas and about 68% of Russian oil is located in our region. We have comparatively a small population in the region, about 3 and 6 million people, but it's a large multicultural center with about more than 140 nationalities living in our region. Our city, Tyumen, has been considered the best quality for life in Russia for about 3 years running. In our city there is a very convenient infrastructure, high salaries and modern accommodation. Apart from the modern buildings, there are architectural monuments. We have a 4-level embankment, which is the only one in Russia with 4 levels. And it takes you about 2 hours and 45 minutes to get to Moscow, to Tyumen by plane. So these are the pictures of our city. So, and if you have any questions, I will be very glad to answer them, and you can always contact us on the following site, on email or WhatsApp. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Oksana Alexandrovna. That was really very interesting. Because you've not only told us about the university, but about the city of Tyumen as well. I see a question in the chat. We will answer it. If any of you have other questions, you are welcome to write them to the chat, or you can turn on your microphone and ask them personally. So the first question, please tell us about internship opportunities for international students. Do you have agreements with companies? You mentioned that there is a program with Sibur. How do international students find opportunities? Yes, it's a very important question, so please answer it.
Yes, you see, our university is a flagship university of the Tyumen region. It means that we prepare specialists for the needs of the economy and industry of our region. So, because of this, we have a lot of agreements with such companies as Gazprom, Lukoil, Sibur, Rosneft, and so on, because all these companies are based at our region. That's why we always we have agreements, of course, with these companies, and we usually cooperate with them while sending our international students to have internship. For example, we have on the program offshore drilling, we have our partner in Crimea, and our international students every spring go and have internship at the platform and in Crimea. And so that's I should say that students have great opportunities to have internship and to have job. And our international students, after graduating from our university, get a job at such companies as, for example, oil industry of Serbia. Our international students work at this company, and China National Petroleum Company, CNPC. Our China students from China go and work already at their third year of study. They have already got the invitation to work there.
Mm-hmm. So it's possible, after graduating, it's possible to find a job not only in Russia, but in the international companies as well.
Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Because they have good experience in practicing, in practice. So they know how to deal with the equipment. They have already seen it while studying.
Great. And how many international students do you have?
About 1,400. 42 countries are represented.
Well, it's not a little figure. It's not a small figure, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yes, students like our university because of the quality of life of our city, because of the programs we have, because these programs can give them opportunities, a lot of opportunities to work.
Okay, so I'll use my opportunity to ask you some questions, but first of all, do you have, our participants, I'm asking you, do you have any questions that you would like to ask in person? No, not right now. Okay, so I'll ask questions. I have many. How do you work during the pandemic? So how the lessons are being constructed when it's not possible to make them offline?
Mm-hmm. Thank you. So all our classes are online. Now all the classes are online. Apart from them, we have our own educational platform, which is called Educon, and all the tasks, all the lectures, all the works are put there on the platform, educational platform. And students in Zoom, or I don't know exactly which programs use the teachers, but they always are in connection with students. So not a single student is excluded from the process. So all the students are in process. So they are all in lectures, they are all in practical studies.
Yeah, and
online.
About practice. The speciality of your university is not theoretics, it's practice. And how it's possible to organize this process online. So it's impossible to work on some kind of equipment while via Zoom or at home. So how is this problem being solved?
So you see, from the second semester, our students who are in Tyumen already can attend their classes in offline, so they can go to the laboratory and work. And those students who don't have an opportunity to arrive to Tyumen, the teacher switch on the equipment and shows everything on the equipment, how it works, and all the students are in class. Those who can attend the classes, they are in the class, and those who can't attend the classes, they in the real time, they see everything in the real time.
Mm-hmm. But as far as I'm concerned, well, everything returns to normal in Russia. So I guess the students are returning to their classes right now, right?
Yes. Those students who can arrive, those students who don't have problems with arriving because of the closed borders, they arrive, and we wait for them very much, because we want them to come as soon as possible. and they just wait 2 weeks, and then they pass a test, they get results of the negative tests, and go to the classes. And those students who can't arrive because of the closed borders, they unfortunately can't arrive, and they attend classes online, but in the real time.
Okay, well, that's better than nothing, yes. So, but hopefully everything returns to normal as soon as possible.
Yes, we hope that very much.
Do you have some short-term programs, or is everything long-term? Maybe for a couple of months, is there a possibility for international students to come for some short-term program?
We have an institute of distance education where you can get education without arriving at all, distant education on short programs, retraining programs. So you can, or you can hire your qualification, to raise your qualification, and because you see, a lot of students apply to us because they want to get some new skill, and it takes about 2-6 months from the. It doesn't take much time. So yes, we have such programs. The distance, the Institute of Distant Education prepares students for different skills.
Do you have some kind of scholarships to help international students to pay for their education?
Unfortunately, we have not scholarships from the university, but we support, participate in the program, in the government program, of course, where students can get a scholarship from the government of Russian Federation. Of course, now they apply, and up to the 20th of February, they apply. Some of them ask for recommendations. Those students who graduate from the bachelor program at our university, they want to continue their education at master programs, and they apply and get scholarship from the government.
You told us that you have agreements with some major companies, Russian and international, but do all the students get the possibility to have an internship or to apply for a job there, or is this some kind of privilege for the best students?
Of course, if students are talented, if they do their best to get good education, they attend classes, they don't miss classes, they get good marks, of course, they are on the first place to get this internship. But actually, that's not so difficult. That's not so difficult, especially now when students, as you know, students in Russian Federation don't need to get a job permission to work in Russian Federation, because before they had to gather a lot of documents to work in Russian Federation, and now if you are a student, you can work without any documents. So you just show that you are a student, you get a certificate from the university that you are a student, and you work without any problems. And of course, now the companies are eager to invite students to have internship.
It's great to hear. Yes,
that's not so difficult, really, because there are a lot of companies, and because of the agreements with the companies, because they are our industrial partners, that's not a big problem, really.
But well, to get a good job, it is very important to get an internship, to start working when you are still in the university or after the graduation. So what's the best way of obtaining a good job?
I suppose it's better to start working while you have an internship, because after the university you come to a company and you don't have such skills to work at the equipment, so it's better to start while you are a student. To practice and to have an idea of the mechanism of the equipment, of the process. So it's better to start while you're a student. So have an internship. Some of the students go to their countries and have internship there, because so if they are not going, for example, to stay in Russia, they go to their countries and have an internship there. We don't mind that.
So I guess it's a good advice to all of students who wants to acquire a good job, to be active, to start to have internships, to start working as soon as it's possible, to have some experience, to have some knowledge after the graduation. May be a little bit too late to find the job of your dream.
Yes.
How do you treat international students? When during the exams, for example, do you go a little bit easier on them than the Russian students because of their Russian language skills, which is not their mother tongue, or do you treat them as Russian students?
Our teachers, of course, don't show it because they can't do it, because our Russian students a little bit you can show, you can compare. So, for example, our international students from China, it's very difficult for them to study Russian language. Yes, but all of them are very hardworking, and when a teacher sees that a student is a very hardworking and he's trying and doing his best to get a good mark, of course, our teachers treat international students a little bit more loyal, because I don't think it's very difficult for them to study, and if they have any difficulties, they can always come to us, to the international department, and we help them. So they don't feel they don't feel offended or somehow. We treat them very well, because we love them, and as you have seen on the video, our students feel comfortable here.
Yes, and I guess the last important aspect is how do international students live in Tyumen? So is the city friendly for foreigners? So is it easy to get around with some kind of, lack of Russian language skills, being different, coming from another country? So how fast do international students get acquainted with the city and with the university?
So you see, on the arrival to Tyumen, our international students are not left alone, absolutely. We never leave them alone, because we show them where the shops, where the hospital, where the university buildings, and actually they never feel somehow frustrated about the surroundings. They get used to our city very easily, because as I have shown you on the presentation, at our region we have more than 140 different nationalities in Tyumen. So our city is very friendly to foreigners, and they never feel themselves strangers here, actually. And so I think they feel comfortable.
And in the dormitories, do foreign students live together with Russian students or together with another foreign students?
As they like. We
So
never make somebody.
There is a possibility to choose?
Yes, of course. Some of the students come to us and say, I want to live with Russian students because I want to learn Russian language as soon as possible. And of course, we find Russian students who will happily live with foreigners because they can change some language skills. For example, Russian students can learn language, English language, for example, from the international students, and international students can learn Russian language much better. And if a student feels uncomfortable, for example, he says, oh, I want to feel from the people from my country. Of course, we don't make them feel uncomfortable, feel frustrated, or we make the life of our students comfortable.
Well, I guess this phrase is very good to finish our meeting, because this can be your motto even, because it's a great slogan, I guess. I think it's very important when you plan such an important thing as visiting another country, as going to another country to study for a long time. When you choose your future, your specialty, it's very important to know that there is a place where you can feel comfortable. Thank you very much. I thank all of our viewers, our listeners, the participants of this meeting. If you have any questions, you can write them via email to us, and we will transfer them to the university, and we'll try to, I'm sure that we will receive an answer from the university. Thank you very much, Oksana Alexandrovna. Oksana Platonova was today with us. She is the head of recruitment and support for international students department of the Industrial University of Tyumen. Thank you very much. It was very interesting, to talk to you, to learn a little bit more about Tyumen and about your university. I think it was very interesting and useful for everyone who is considering, who is thinking about the possibility to go to Russia, to have a good higher education in Russia, because as we have already seen, it is possible, and it's very interesting, and it's a good way to start your career and even to find the job of your dream. Thank you very much. This was the Russian Education Explained, the project of the Russian Center for Science and Culture in Brussels. I'm Vitaly Mlechin, and see you around. See you in our center on our virtual platform. See you. Goodbye.